Hello people of YouTube, it's Deephack here, and welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, and today we're going to be flying a little bit of the Vision Jet. Oh, apparently we've started in mid-air. Oh no, it has put me on the ground, fantastic. You guys can't see any of this yet though, because I'm showing off the flight plan in SimBrief that we're going to be doing today. Welcome to the stream, Tog, good to have you aboard. Today we're going to be departing Edinburgh, and we're going to make our way to Sumburgh on Lerwick. Well, near Lerwick, basically. So this should be a bit of a laugh. Fantastic. I'm just checking some of my settings. These all look fine. So yeah, let's actually switch to the flight simulation. And let's hit ready to fly. And here we are. We're finding ourselves at the fuel box, or near the fuel box for general aviation, here at Edinburgh Airport. So, before we get underway, let's actually load the aircraft for the flight. We're going to have 2 passengers today and 40 kilograms of baggage. Let me just bring this up actually. And I'm going to be on VATSIM, so if anyone wants to follow me on VATSIM, my registration is GLATO. That's Golf Lima Alpha Tango Oscar. Just so you're aware. So you can follow me on vatsim-radar.com. Let me just make sure all of my VATSIM settings are correct before I get underway. Push to talk is correct. Got to set my audio devices correctly. There we go. Those are configured. And let's actually connect to the network. So yeah, GLATO, aircraft type is an SF50 Cirrus SF50 Vision Jet. Nice, and we're connected now. I don't think we actually have any air traffic control today. Let's take a little peek at the VATSIM radar. Oh no, actually we have ground. So we would be expecting, we got ground on 121755. And we're going to have ATIS on 131355. Okie dokie. Right, we're going to do our load. So let's hit that. I always forget where it is actually. Where is the loading bit? Aircraft. Flight performance. Mass and balance. Okay, so I am 90 kilos. Our passengers, let's say 175 and one is 80. Cargo, we're going to have 40 kilos of bagage. And fuel. Flight plan, what does the flight plan call for today? How goes it, he asks. Not too bad, Tog. I'm doing good, thank you. I'm doing just fine. We need 451 kilos of fuel today. Right, so how do I get kilos out of this? Oh, there we go, kilos. Oh, and it's already set, 451. Perfect. Load aircraft. Load immediately. Boom. That's done. So passengers are on board. Let's go to SimBrief Dispatch, and we'll leave that up so that we know what to do. Some noisy aircraft over here somewhere. So we'll get in just a moment. Let's remove the pitot cover. Remove the engine cover. Remove the chocks. And let's get in the aircraft. That's a bit better. A bit less noisy now. Hello, passengers. We're going to remove the pins for the caps, system, and the emergency exit. And we're going to turn on battery 2 and 1. For some reason, they're ordered the other way in this aircraft. Okay, just going to make sure my controls are mapped. It would seem that they are. That's looking pretty good. Okay, going to wait for the aircraft to go through its self-test, and then we'll begin initialization. AHRS and such is coming to life. system has selected a FADEC. I guess while it's going through all of that, we could actually tune up the COM2 for the ATIS. So we're on 131355. Transfer. And let's monitor.
First contact. Edinburgh information, Charlie. Time 1650 Zulu. Runway in use 24. Transition level, flight level 75. Surface, wind 23,011 knots, variable between 190 and 260. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Broken at 4,100 feet. Temperature +19, dew point +11. QNH 1000. Ground is open. Departing aircraft make initial contact frequency 121.755. Data link clearance available from EGF. Acknowledge receipt of information, Charlie.
Okay, we'll kill the monitor on that. And let's go back to COM1. So we want 121.755. And transfer. That's us, we're on ground now.
25 power past and 10, push and start is approved, face east.
Okay, and while that's going on, let's do our initialization. Sync with the fuel on board. We actually have slightly more than I thought. Aircraft loading, it was 90, 85, 75. Am I remembering this correctly, actually? Let's double check this before I start talking nonsense. It says they've not been loaded yet. Well, I see people in them. Okay. This, yeah, they are loaded. Okay, so I've got 80 and 75. Okay, let's do this properly. That is 80. That one, yeah, that's 75. That's correct. And in baggage, we have 40 kilos. Fuel, we're going to leave that as is. Next. Flight plan. Okay. Okay, it's preloaded certain parts of my flight plan, which I didn't think it was supposed to do, but hey, it's done it. Anyway, let's get this underway. In fact, I might want it just blank this. That's better. So, origin, Echo Golf, Papa Hotel, go, destination, Echo Golf, Papa Bravo, Sumburgh. Perfect. En route waypoints. Right, so we're going to take Grice as a direct. So let's enter that. Grice. Yeah, the closest one. Thank you. Another. Yeah, we want an en route after Grice. Actually, no. From Grice, are we entering P600? Yeah. So I can click Grice, load an airway, P600. We're going to take that until Asnud. There it is. Asnud. Load. Perfect. And then at Asnud, it's direct Monav. Go. And it's direct Beckett.
Ground KLM 932 stand 16 Alpha. Fully ready. Request push and start. KLM 932 stand 16 Alpha.
And then gavel.
Push and start approved. Face north. Push start approved. Face north. KLM 932.
And then from Gavel, we're taking Yankee 905. Yeah, Yankee 905 until Waffle. Load. And then that's us. Then we're direct. So, next. Alrighty, and now we need to figure out what our clearance is. Okay, so we have information. Charlie, it's QNH 1000. Let's actually pop that in as my pressure. Nice. Edinburgh Ground, Golf Lima Alpha Tango Oscar is with you at the General Aviation refueling stand. Request IFR clearance to Sumburgh as filed.
Golf Lima Alpha Tango Oscar, Edinburgh Ground, hello. Clearance is to Sumburgh via the Grice 3 Charlie departure runway 24 squawk 0476.
Grice 3, Charlie departure runway 24, squawking 0476, Golf Tango Oscar.
Golf Tango Oscar, all correct.
I could not remember my own call sign for just a moment there.
Golf Tango Oscar, startup is approved.
Startup approved, Golf Tango Oscar. Alrighty, so, yeah, he's given us pretty much the clearance that we were expecting. Runway 24.
Wings 25 Alpha, taxi to holding point Delta 1, runway 24 via Foxtrot and Alpha.
Okay, good take procedures,
Delta 1
departing.
via Foxtrot and Alpha, Wings 25 Alpha.
And, yeah, Gosam 1 Charlie, no, Gosam 3 Charlie. No, Grice 3 Charlie. Wow, okay, I'm messing this up so bad. Runway 24, that's all good. Load, that's all set. Actually, while we're doing this, let's get that transponder as well. He'd give us 0476, and we're in standby for now. Enter. Okay, so departure is good. Let's go back. Procedure arrival. I don't think we've got air traffic control at the arrival, so we'll pre-program this. There actually isn't a standard arrival for Sumburgh, so I guess that's fine. We'll hit back. We'll just program the ILS approach. We'll be expecting runway 15. Oh, there's only an ILS on 27. Okay. Right, let's take the visual for 15 then. And let's go straight in. And I'll set minimums for 400, just so I have something in there. Load. Okay. Okay, interesting. So, yeah, we actually don't have much to go on there. Anyway, let's go checklist. Oh, checklist doesn't want to load. Interesting. Oh, there we go. I have to hit split.
Your Wings 25 Alpha, no further ATC, I'm afraid. Monitor Unicom 122.8. Have a good flight.
Monitor Unicom 122.8 for Eurowings 25 Alpha, and have a nice session at 8C.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so all of this is fine before start. So we've done our external inspection. Let's actually get this back to the middle one. Door is latched, parking brake is set, batteries 1 and 2 on, generators 1 and 2 on, external GPU not needed, and FADEC channel is displayed. Before start is complete.
Edinburgh ground, hello.
And we've given permission for start, so we can go strobe light on.
On Bravo, requesting taxi.
CAS messages check.
Easy 817 Kilo Edinburgh ground, welcome to Edinburgh, taxi to stand
Thrust
1
lever
1
is an
via
idle.
Alpha and Foxtrot.
Brakes hold, engine knob goes to run.
Stand 1 1 by Alpha and Foxtrot, easy 817 Kilo.
Pump is on. And engine button press. And monitor instruments.
Ground KLM 932, request taxi. KLM 932, taxi to holding point Delta 1, runway 24 via Golf, Mike and Alpha. Taxi to holding point 24, Delta 1 via Golf, Mike and Alpha, KLM 932.
Okay, that all looks good. EIS check all normal. Yep, everything is in the green. IPS we don't need today. ECS control panel set. GPU disconnect. Oxygen master
Edinburgh ground,
is already
Delta
on.
Charlie Alpha Sierra Yankees, PC12 in the GA parking. Request IFR
Avionics
to
are fully initialized.
Newcastle.
Caps is ready.
With information
Passengers
Delta.
brief. Seatbelts on.
Golf Charlie Alpha
Lead
Sierra
switch
Yankee,
goes to
Edinburgh
on.
ground, hello, clearances to Newcastle via Tala 6, Charlie departure, runway 24.
And then we've got before
0202.
taxi. Comms are set. Let's get our clearance. Actually, I've not done that yet.
Newcastle via the Talas 6 Charlie, squawk 02 and
Actually, let's set our
02,
speed
Golf
bugs
Charlie Alpha
before
Sierra
we
Yankee.
proceed.
Golf Sierra Yankee, correct.
So yeah, bugs are on. Let's have... we've got an inset map for traffic. That's probably what we want. That's probably okay, but let's adjust that for short range. Back.
Golf Sierra Yankee, startup is approved.
Yeah, these settings are all good for me. That looks fine.
Start approved, Golf Sierra Yankee.
Go back to my checklist. And yeah, actually, let's get a chart on this side so I can see what I'm doing. Oh no! It says that I'm not set up, but then it displays the previous chart.
Easy 817 kilo. Someone just spawned on stand 11.
Right, stand
select
by.
the stand of choice on Foxtrot.
I'm gonna need to link
No
my
worries,
account
second
again.
stand choice on Foxtrot, easy 817 kilo.
KLM 932, no further ATC, monitor Unicom 122.8. Have a good flight, bye bye.
I installed an update, which I guess has reset
Unicom
it somehow.
122.8. Have a good evening. Thanks for the service. Bye bye. KLM 932.
No, no, not checklist. Charts. I just connected you. What's wrong? Right, let's try again. Approve. Okay, it says successfully linked, and then it goes back. Charts. Okay, apparently charts are broken. Let me try it on my computer. Approve. Charts. No, okay, this is borked. Oh no! Well, that's great. I was actually just using this last night. As you can see, I had a chart up for Alderney, but now charts are borked. So, I guess I can use the tablet. Let's see if this wants to work. Okay, this is doing something. It's the wrong flight. Let's see if I can load a different flight. Actually, let's just do this. EGPH Edinburgh. Right, give me the taxi chart. Airport. Oof. It's bloody small. Okay, we're all the way... Where are we, actually? We're somewhere about here, I think. Yeah, actually, where are we exactly? Yeah, because those are... There's a bunch of stands over there, which I think is here. So I think I'm actually all the way over here. Yes. Yeah, because I think I'm just off of golf, in fact. Okay, we'll go on that basis. Because apparently this doesn't want to work. Wonderful. Let's bring up the map then and full screen that. That gives us our flight plan. At least we'll have that working. Edinburgh ground, Golf Tango Oscar requesting taxi instructions to runway 24.
Golf Tango Oscar, are you able Charlie 1 or require full length?
Charlie 1, able. Golf Tango Oscar.
Golf Tango Oscar, thank you. Taxi to holding point Charlie 1, runway 24 via Hotel, Golf and Lima.
Taxi holding point Charlie 1 via Hotel, Golf and Lima. Golf Tango Oscar. Okay. Let's see if we can make this happen. It just reset again. Yes, we want to load the simulator flight plan. Origin, none selected. Oh my dear. What is going on today? This is very strange. I was honestly just using this last night and everything worked perfectly. I don't know why Navigraph is just suddenly broken on me. That's not ideal. Also, how do I full screen this?
Ground, easy 465. Easy 465, Edinburgh ground, pass your message.
All affairs need to, sorry, apologies, just need to file a flight plan to stand by.
No worries.
Right, so he said Hotel, Golf, Lima. Where's Lima? Oh, okay, he wants me to go that way. Right, gotcha. Okay, let's see if we make that happen. So yeah, we've got our clearance, we've set our altimeter, we've set our transponder. Initial altitude, we don't have yet. Flight controls, we've done a check. That's all good. Trim, actually I need to set my controls because I don't have that set properly for the trim. Doop. Let's get pitch trim. Okay, apparently pitch is something that is mentioned a lot. What if I just say trim?
Apologies, Edinburgh ground, easy 465.
I've got your flight plan now. Are you looking for the clearance, Easy 465?
Here we go.
Yeah, firm, we're on stand 11, information Delta QNH 1000.
Perfect.
Okay, Easy 465, just confirm your aircraft type.
Yeah, firm, Airbus A320.
Thank you very much. Easy 465, clearance is to Newcastle via
Trim is set.
Charlie departure
Flaps,
runway 24,
50%.
squawk 7234.
Clear to Newcastle on the Tala
Press
6 Charlie
toga.
departure, runway 24, squawk 7234.
Confirm we have
Easy
takeoff
465,
indicated.
Easy 465, correct.
CAS messages are okay. Parking brake released. And do a brake check once we're underway. Okay, we'll leave that for now. It's better, we are moving now. Okay, so I think that's golf up ahead. What does that say? That's hotel. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. We'll join with hotel here. Oh, got a bit of a bump there. Hopefully we're going the right way.
Edinburgh ground, a very good evening, easy 318 for Golf. We have just vacated 24, we are on Alpha.
Easy 31 Alpha Golf Edinburgh ground. Hello, welcome to Edinburgh. Taxi to stand 8 via Alpha, Echo and Foxtrot.
Sunday, Alpha, Echo and Foxtrot, easy 31 Alpha Golf, thank you. Edinburgh ground, Golf Sierra Yankees, ready for taxi, runway 24.
Golf Sierra Yankee, are you able Charlie 1 or require full length?
Able Charlie 1, Golf Sierra Yankee.
Golf Sierra Yankee, thank you. Taxi to holding point Charlie 1, runway 24 via Mike and Lima.
Holding point Charlie 1 via Mike and Lima for runway 24, Golf Sierra Yankee.
Ah, so he's going to do the same. Nice. Yeah, true, Tog. It wouldn't be a live stream if something wasn't broken. I use Navigraph all the time, and it always works perfectly. I'm very surprised. Always works perfectly. Just this one time. So anyway, we're going to follow Golf all the way around here, take Lima, go here, and we're going to hold at Charlie 1. So we're going to do a midway join.
Edinburgh ground, easy 465, stand 11, ready for pushing start, please.
It's quite busy here at Edinburgh today.
465, hold position just for a moment. We've got someone parking on stand 8. I'll release you as soon as they parked up.
Hold position, easy 465, thanks.
Okay, we're going to make a left here. If I can figure out where Lima is exactly. I think that's Lima. Oof, this default scenery for Edinburgh is actually not very good. But anyway, I think I'm approximately on Lima.
Golf Tango Oscar, traffic advisory. There's Airbus A330 on a 3-mile final, but no further ATC, I'm afraid. Monitor Unicom for now, 1228. Have a good flight.
On the Unicom 1228.
Golf Tango Oscar, copy traffic information and no further service, 122.8. Okay, so I think I'm just about at Charlie 1, and then we have somebody on final that I need to wait for. So we'll get rid of that.
Looks like he's having a good time.
Here we are, holding point Charlie 1.
Golf Sierra Yankee, not a problem, even if you would take Mike. You're continuing on to Lima?
Okay, parking brake on.
Yeah, continuing on to Lima. Apologies, I didn't have my rudder set then.
And there's our guy on final.
Golf Sierra Yankee.
Not a problem.
Okay, 1228.
We'll
Ready
blame
to
the wind.
switch.
That'll do, mate.
Let's transfer now, actually. So we're going to go Pro P on. CAS messages are checked, trim is set, flaps are 50%, no warning on the battery, multifunction is all set, next checklist, and clear. Okay, our boy is passed. This is all looking pretty good. Yeah, I don't know why V-Pilot does that from time to time. It's a bit strange. Anyway, parking brake comes off. Edinburgh traffic, Golf Lima Alpha Tango Oscar, entering runway 24 at Charlie 1 to line up and depart. Okay, so, taking the runway. Let's get ourselves underway.
And then the traffic easy 93 Uniform Alpha for runway 24 is approximately 12 track miles out.
Okay, so someone else is on final as well, but we're okay, we're going to make our way. Okay, so let's hold here one moment and get ready to be set up. So we're going to go heading mode, sync the heading, get ready with nav and flight level change, and we'll set an initial altitude. Let's go 8,000 initially. Flight level change. Auto throttle is engaged. Okay. Takeoff. Heading. Nav. Flight level change. Okay, I think we're good. So I'm going to advance the throttle now. Off the brakes. Takeoff power set. Okay, we're accelerating. There's a bit of wind from the right. Rotate. Okay, we're going to aim for about 10 degrees initially. Gear up. Okay, and now we're going to follow GPS mode. I'm going to let the speed continue to climb. I'm going to go flaps up. That's looking not too bad. We're actually pretty much immediately on course. Okay, at this point I'm going to go autopilot on.
Edinburgh traffic, Golf Charlie Alpha Sierra Yankee, lining up runway 24 for immediate departure, Edinburgh traffic.
Okay, we've done our takeoff. Let's just cycle through all of this. Okay, thrust lever now goes into MCT. That's it, it's an MCT. That took a moment there to set it. Engine parameters look normal, cabin pressurization is normal, ice protection is not needed, and we'll get ready to set the altimeter. We're climbing at 165. Nice and simple. Let's take a quick look at that flight plan. Yeah, that's all looking pretty good. Do we have any restrictions? Going to be above 4,000. Okay, we're going to pass Grace at 6,000, so let's actually get that. Let's get that set before we go too crazy. And yeah, like I said, I don't think we have any further air traffic control at this point. 1,000 to go. If you're wanting to follow along, by the way, you can visit vatsim-radar.com.
Clear runway 24, over traffic.
And you can look me up. I am Golf
Thank you.
Lima Alpha Tango
Easy,
Oscar.
93 uniform Alpha on final runway 24. It's 5 miles out.
Okay, I'm going to push standard. And we've got our first altitude constraint. And around we come. Okay, I'll leave the rest of this until we're into the cruise. There's Edinburgh and the bridges. Fantastic. Passengers are even looking out the window. Sadly, our passengers don't appear to be wearing their seatbelts, but hey, what can we do about that? Now there might be some weather ahead, so let's actually go ahead and program up the weather radar here. Okay, got the weather radar up. Let's run that just to make sure. Is it possible to adjust the tilt on this? I don't think it is it? Yeah, I can adjust the range. Actually, we are getting some returns on that weather radar, so that's probably a good shout having that up right now. Okay, off we go. Okay, we need to stay at 6,000 for now, and then I'll continue my climb. Do a barrel roll! It's a very pretty day. Nothing showing up on the TCAS, that's always good.
Edinburgh traffic, easy 465, lining up on way 24, Edinburgh traffic.
Edinburgh traffic, easy 93 uniform Alpha, vacated runway 24, Edinburgh traffic.
Edinburgh traffic, easy 465, taking off 24, Edinburgh traffic.
Okay, do we have any other restrictions here? 6,000 at Grice, 6,000 at Enuku. Alright, okay, so actually after Grice we can continue our climb. So let's get that set. What did we actually have for a cruising altitude today? And I'm monitoring chat, so feel free to Post messages in there if there's anything you would like to know. More than happy to answer. We're actually going to go all the way up to flight level 310 today in the little Vision Jet. That sounds like a laugh. So, just waiting for Grice, then we can go. A lot of fun features in this G3000 system. It's such an easy aircraft to operate. Okay, so 2 kilometers to Inuku. At this point we can go flight level change, and up we come. Okay, so thrust lever should remain in MCT, it's in that. Ice protection we don't need. What's this telling us? In RVSM, yeah, we've got air traffic control. Monitor engine instruments, done. We can get rid of that. And at this point we're going to go landing light to off. And I think we're pretty much good. Nothing on the CAS. Engine instruments are all in the green. Everything is looking just wonderful. That's us up above the cloud now. Nothing showing up on the radar anymore. Yes, we're getting high enough now that it's not a problem. So this is us up so high above Scotland, just having departed Edinburgh. We're inbound Sumburgh in the Northern Isles. That should be a laugh. What's our VNAV profile here? 165 in the climb. Okay. Cool. And then we're intending to cruise at Mach 0.52.
Edinburgh traffic, Emirates 219 Pacific ILS 34 11 miles.
I'm just looking at VATSIM radar just now, looking at Gelato, our teeny tiny little plane flying over Scotland. Very nice. Yeah, beautiful machine. I'd love to fly one of these in real life, but that's probably fairly unlikely. Sadly. Jinxing myself, indeed. Okay. Gonna hide the radar for now, we don't really need it, I think. And yeah, no other air traffic control it seems like. And yeah, today we're doing single pilot operations. So we're taking these two ladies out to the Northern Isles. Yeah, nobody in the right seats today. Just myself. this flight deck really is fantastic. It's so easy to fly this thing. Let's just have a quick aircraft systems check. Engine and fuel. This is looking pretty good. We've already used 26 gallons. We have 121 gallons remaining. That should give us an available flight time of 1 hour and 24 minutes. Which should be plenty to get to our destination. Yeah, we've got all the landing field information. Sumburgh is 7 feet above sea level. Fantastic.
People, 4 miles.
So we don't have seatbelt or smoking signs, but I would of course turn the seatbelt signs off at this point. But I guess in this situation I can just look over my shoulder and say, "Oi, you can take your seatbelts off now." Well, they actually, I think in this configuration, this is the one where they have like a fold-down display here, so they could be watching an in-screen movie. That'd be kind of cool. We have the emergency button here that makes the aircraft automatically find the nearest airfield and land. We're not going to be using that today. 2 front passengers, well, sorry, 2 front pilots have oxygen masks up here that we can wear. I guess it must be in the sidewalls for the passengers in the back. We've got the CAPS system, that is simulated. I'm not going to be using that today. And then the fire system is not simulated. Oh, here we go. No smoking and fasten seatbelts. I don't think they work. This is just the map reading lights. So yeah, I don't think any of these switches up here actually work, unfortunately. The emergency one does, as I understand it. So that's kind of cool. So, passing flight level 180 for 310. Passing Dundee off the wing there. A hive of scum and villainy, if ever there were one. What are we showing on the map here? I don't even know where we're going to hit top of climb. Might be a while. Might be a while. It's quite fuel efficient, this thing. Oh, is that the manual speed reference? Okay, I'm not going to adjust that right now. I couldn't help myself, I had to twiddle with the knob down there. The sunshades don't work either. They could really flesh this aircraft out. You know, there is some extra stuff that they could simulate. The G3000 is pretty much perfectly simulated, I think. But there's some other small items that could be added here. I doubt they're going to do it, but still. It's I really like this. When it comes to the GA aircraft in MSFS 2024, I think this is my favourite. The teeny tiny little Vision Jet. It's so nice to fly. outside air temperature is negative 22 Celsius. We've got a ground speed of almost 250 knots right now, so we're making some good time here. I don't know why, but it's not calculating the time to top as descent for some reason. Maybe it'll do that once we're at cruising altitude. Yeah. Anyway, all looks fine. It's interesting how the outer touchscreen displays can control the PFD and the Navcom system, but not the MFD. The MFD can only be controlled from the middle one. I wonder why that is. You see, this one doesn't have any MFD control, but it can control the PFD. Another thing that I'm sad about is that the backup display button is not modelled, because in these Garmin systems it's really nice. It actually allows you to display a combined display on both sides. So basically you can have flight instruments on the right combined with the engine instruments. And that's actually really handy if your right seat pilot wants to do some flying. But they've for some reason chosen not to simulate that in MSFS 2024, which makes me sad. It's a feature that I use in Garmin flight decked aircraft in real life. If I have a passenger in the right seat, I'll often hit that big red button and give them some flight instruments so they can have a go themselves, which is good. Yeah, I think that's right, Tog. You know, this is a great jet. Like, almost everything is implemented. You know, like, you can hardly complain about this. There's just the occasional small feature. Like, I'd like the sun visors. I would like the fire system. Although, to be honest, in an aircraft like this, you know, the fire system, like, you're going to put the fire out, but then you've got no engine. So it's kind of pointless. But still, I would like it. It's in the real aircraft. I would like to have it. Yeah, not much else, to be honest. Pretty much everything else you might interact with actually works, which is really cool. Okay, so going to be approaching Aberdeen. Aberdeen's kind of off in this area, I think. Still climbing. It's amazing to think this little teeny tiny jet can fly all the way up at 31,000 feet, right up there with airliners. It's quite an achievement. Oh yeah, Tog, yeah, I heard about that recently, that they are actually going to make it possible to share the flight deck with another person. I think that's going to be really, really cool. And yeah, I love the fact the CAPS is fully simulated. Yeah, and you know, here you see that the simulated terrain in the PFD is all completely here. You know, we can go into PFD settings. Yeah, SVT terrain it calls it. It's there. Some of these features are not simulated, but still, most of it works. Oh, like I said, I think I prefer that option for the wind. Now you can enable meters if you're flying in areas that use meters. Yeah, like, so much of this is here. It's really, really nice. Having an angle of attack meter as well is just absolutely fantastic. I wish the aircraft that I flew in real life had AOA. on the PFD. That'd be super nice. Oh well. But yeah, I'm mostly flying G1000 equipped aircraft in the real world. And this is G3000. This is super fancy. So yeah, a lot of capabilities in this aircraft. Actually looks like we're losing airspeed here. I kind of feel like it should throttle up to make this climb, but oh well. We'll let it do what it thinks is right. Let's do a quick fuel check. Okay, it's actually indicating an hour and 44 minutes now of endurance, so I think we're just fine. Switch it back to map. And, yeah, well, do we have an estimated arrival here? Destination. Information. Okay, so yeah, it gives us a total distance there. It's not telling us how long before we get there. Not much in the way of wind, although it does have some quite low cloud, it would seem. Yeah, we had this METAR before we took off. QNH 9er, 9er, 9er. Few clouds at 500 feet. Not ideal, but hey, I'm sure we'll make it work. And we're landing, what runway did we choose again here? We're taking the approach, was it 27 I think we chose? Let's see, what's the weather say? 130. So actually we probably want runway 09er. Or 15. Actually, 15. That's a hard runway. Yes. Cool. Alrighty. Yeah, we chose the visual for 1.5. So, pretty much at cruising altitude now, all the way up here. Interestingly, we don't have a contrail. That's strange. Pretty sure we should, although let's see what it's like once we get at cruising altitude. Just going to grab the weather radar back. Yeah, there we go. Push for radar control. No. No, I don't seem to have any radar control. Anyway, it's fine. Doesn't matter. I'm seeing absolutely nothing on the radar at this point. Yeah, it's all off to the west, it would seem. So yeah, that's us. We've got Aberdeen off the right wing now. You're actually not really going to see it from in the aircraft. Oh, and there we go, we've got our contrails now. Nice. I don't know what all of that is. Yeah, interesting. That'll be some excitement happening down in Aberdeen. And we'll be levelling off in just a moment. 1,000 feet to go. No. Yeah, you can feel the aircraft is really struggling at this altitude. Let's bump out this traffic display all the way. That's better, gives us a bit more warning. Let's see, we can actually accelerate to our cruising speed at last. Hello, when's our top of descent going to be? I feel like it can't actually be all that long. Oh, here we go, it actually has calculated it. Okay, so at the present speed we've got about 21 minutes until top of descent. That's all good. That should come down as we accelerate. Yeah, you can see we've got some storms in northern Scotland here, but they're not going to impinge on our flight. Some nasty stuff showing kind of over here. Oh, some turbulence. You're not even wearing your seatbelt. We've got turbulence. Yeah, I think SimBrief was a little bit optimistic when it set this cruising altitude, but we're going to make it work. It'll be okay. This is right on the edge of what the aircraft can do, I think. I think I would have probably chosen, like, flight level 290 or something similar. New flight sim seat. No, Tog, I've not seen that. That sounds interesting. I may have to go and check that out. They just opened Scottish Control, just like now, actually, literally right now, and I've just exited Scottish Control. So we could have actually had some air traffic control coverage if I'd left a little bit later. Oh well. Oh well. Okay, so yeah, it's looking like there's some nasty weather actually as we get towards the top of descent. So I'll need to pop the radar on once we start the descent there. Some nasty stuff about. There's even some little wispy clouds all the way up here at flight level 310. So yeah, weather might be interesting on the way down. I don't think there's really much weather actually when we get to our destination. So yeah, what we got for... I just pulled the current meter. It's still basically the same. We get 7 knots at 130, but we've got few clouds at 500 feet, which is kind of not brilliant. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, I didn't realise this. The this speed indication is indicated. Our true airspeed is down here, so we're actually going far faster than I realised. I was like, why are we flying so slow? But yeah, this is not the correct airspeed indication. Silly me. Can you actually change that on here? No, it would seem not. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, I just need to know to look down here for the true airspeed. We're flying so high that I'm not used to having to read indicated airspeed at these kinds of altitudes. Wow, fully hydraulic flight seat. That sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, we all do like our gadgets. Us flight sim people. I wonder if we're getting any icing. I would imagine not up here. Yeah, aircraft looks clean. We might need to watch out on the way down though. Given the temperatures and the clouds that we're going to fly through on the way down. Just look at that. I think we're going to need the anti-ice on. Let's actually get ready with that, because I don't know the exact procedure. So let's go checklists, and we're going to go abnormal. Nope. Emergency. No. Oh, icing conditions. Here we go. So, IPS activation. So we'd have probe heat on, which we do already. Engine IPS would go to on. Okay. Wing stab would go to off. Windshield IPS would go to off. Okay, interesting. So OAT is less than or equal to 5 Celsius with visible moisture. Yeah, okay. So we're probably going to have to do this at some point. So probe heat is on, engine IPS is on. Interesting. But we don't do the wind or the wings or the windshield. Interesting. So yeah, we're pretty much going to hit our managed speed just as we begin descent, I think. Oh, $1,000. Well, I'm not interested in euros or pounds these days. You need to tell me it's in Swedish kroner. That's the way. We're inching up towards our managed speed of Mach 0.520. Not bad for a little plane. Current ground speed is 325 knots. So Deephack Airways is almost there. This looks like a fairly easy arrival. We are feet wet at this time. Actually, let's get rid of those airspace indications because we don't need them. Yep, there we go. Airspace is gone. That's better. It's just cluttering the display. We don't have any air traffic control, so we don't need to know about airspaces. So, about 10 minutes to top of descent. Okay, and we'll get ready with our descent checklist, but we'll hide that for now. Everything is right there at your fingertips. Like, you know, I like Avidyne, and I like, I can't remember the other one, Dynon. You know, I like these other manufacturers as well. They have some amazing technology, but, you know, Garmin, of course, is certified. You find it in a lot of different aircraft. You really can't argue with how good the Garmin stuff is. It's very, very nice. Everything is right there at your fingertips. So, yeah, I like it. Very, very nice. And you know, the Cirrus layout as well is quite nice. Very, very simple. Like, you only have these switches here, and that pretty much controls everything, with the exception, of course, of the touchscreens and your autopilot controls here. But it's just such an easy, simple flight deck. There's not a lot going on here. Oh, there we go. We've actually reached our managed speed at last. So, 94 gallons of fuel remaining. That's plenty for this flight. We're doing just fine. We'll do a quick fuel check anyway. Engine and fuel. I've got estimated endurance at almost 2 hours. So, we're looking just fine. Actually kind of looks like we might just skim the side of this cloud, although the direction of travel is kind of going to blow it into us, maybe. Let's see. Oof, we're so high up. It's kind of disorienting to be this high in such a small plane. Like, I'm used to flying at no more than like 9,000 feet in a general aviation aircraft. This thing is... we're almost in space. It's crazy. So, say hello in chat if you're watching just now. I am monitoring chat off to the side on my laptop. And we're not that far to go now. What's our arrival time in Sumburgh? Let's see if we can figure that out. Flight plan. Oh, actually, as we scroll this, it actually scrolls it here as well. That's really cool. Okay, so we're expected to basically arrive at just after 7 PM UTC. Yeah, so actually not long. We're probably going to be on the ground in half an hour or so, I would say. 20 minutes to half an hour. Not too shabby. Tea Kettle Barbecue. Welcome to the stream, sir. We've departed Edinburgh in a Vision Jet, and we're going to land in Sumburgh, in the Northern Isles. And we've got a bit of low cloud A little bit of wind, nothing major. We should be okay. And we're transporting 2 people in the back here. So, let's see if we can get these VIPs there intact. We're just approaching top of descent now. It says about 7 minutes to go. And yeah, I was commenting to Tog a little bit earlier that the Vision Jet is really beautifully modelled in MS-24. It's very, very nice indeed. I am enjoying it. Yep, everything basically seems to work. It's nice. Shame they don't have the searchable radio tuning function. Although when you do tune a frequency and it's one that is in a database, it does actually show the name of the station here in the window, which is kind of cool.
From East. Acknowledge receipt of information, Foxtrot, and...
It's funny that it doesn't actually... It doesn't show COM2 anywhere, like on these displays. I wonder why that is. Because I can click to switch the unit to control COM2, but it's only displayed on this MFD, it's never displayed up here. I guess they expect that you're going to transmit on COM1 and just monitor COM2, which, you know, yes, that's how most people use the radios, to be fair. Yeah, they don't look very happy. Like, would you be happy in such a small aeroplane at 31,000 feet with no bathroom? I think I would also be a bit sad, to be honest. Although they have this little... It's not modelled, but they have this flip-down screen here. They could be watching a movie if they wanted, but they've clearly not opted to do that. Deephack Airways just does offer in-flight movies, you know. So let's bring this range down a little bit. We're approaching that top of descent. So, what's our first restriction going to be? Okay, final fix. Is it like 1,000 feet? Right, okay, well we're not doing that. Straight in begins at 16,000 feet? Really? Why does it start there? Okay. Final approach fix is basically at like 1,000 feet. That feels really low, but anyway, let's set our first altitude at 3,000. We'll begin from there, because we're over the sea, so we don't need to worry too much about terrain. Okay, 3,000's in the box. Yes, indeed, it is nice to have the parachute. I've never tried it. I've never tried it. Okay, we'll begin descent in about 3 minutes. Okay, what's it calculated for us? Vertical speed target, about 1,800 feet per minute in the descent. That sounds fine. What's it saying here? It gives us an angle here. Okay. Don't know what we're supposed to do with that. Cool. Okay. And once we begin the descent, we'll pop the barrow into 9er, 9er, 9er. So what kind of descent modes do we have? Flight level change, vertical navigation, and vertical speed. We'll probably just pop it into vertical speed, actually. I don't think I'll bother following the VNAV profile exactly. I feel perfectly confident running it by hand. We can actually see the island now in the PFD using SVT. See those banks of cloud up ahead. With that in mind, let's actually get the display ready. Yeah, there we go, to display weather radar, because we're probably going to want a bit of that. And it kind of looks like we're going to fly right through the yellow, so that's fantastic. I'm actually not going to bother diverting. Let's have a feel for it. I think in the real world I would actually avoid this. You know, green is kind of fine, but you don't generally want to fly through the amber, or certainly not the red. But let's do it and see what happens. It'll be a laugh.
Vertical track.
Okay, 1 minute to go. Actually, let's just arm the VNav. Why not? Okay, so we're in lateral nav, flight director, autopilot, and VNav with altitude restriction set. That sounds fine. Okay, VNav's coming down. Perfect. Into the descent. Okay, with that, let's go ahead and run the descent checklist. Thrust lever as required. We're fully managed, so that's fine. Landing field aviation. Landing field elevation is 7 feet. I know that. Ice protection. We're actually going to need engine ice protection. Let's turn it on. Altimeter. We're going to set for 9er, 9er, 9er. Done. Seatbelts on. Brake pressures checked. I don't even know how to check that, so let's just pretend we have. I guess they're here somewhere. Where's the brake pressure? I'd have to go into system, I think. Anyway, let's say we've done it. And then below the line is approach. Let's leave that for later. Okay, so we've captured VNav. And down we come. And yeah, we're flying on VATSIM today. You can track the flight using vatsim-radar.com. Aircraft's registration is Golf, Lima, Alpha, Tango, Oscar. But there's no air traffic control actually at our destination, sadly. Look at that big scary bank of cloud we've got coming up. Given that we don't have any traffic, I was going to put terrain on the inset. Actually, let's do it anyway. I'm thinking there's actually kind of no point. But hey, let's go inset map, turn off traffic. We actually want terrain. Yeah, let's have the terrain. Map details. Let's get rid of all the details. We don't really need any of that. It's the terrain that I want. Yeah, let's go relative terrain. Perfect. That's what I want to see. Now, the thing is, there's really no elevation on this island, and it's very, very close to sea level, so we're not going to need that, but, you know, it's probably best practice to do that anyway. Okay, down we come. Okay, let's show 20 miles on the radar, and we're showing 15 on the map. Okay, that's good. That all looks pretty good. Check the wings. I don't see any obvious icing. We're not going to be into icing conditions just yet, but I worry that we could get some as we pass through this layer here. We do have some amber on the radar. So, down we come. Yeah, we're going to go around here, come around, and join for runway 15. Pretty simple visual approach here. Even I should manage. What a lovely sunny day. Look at all these clouds. Very pretty clouds we have here. Hopefully none of them try to kill us. Yeah, so we're approaching our final waypoint now, Waffle, and then we're doing this kind of teardrop style approach for a straight in. Nice and simple. Just about feet dry now. Okay, about to begin our left turn. Passing 20,000. Okay, we'll be passing the airfield Yeah, the airfield would pretty much be on our right now, but we can't see it because of the cloud. But that's okay. Down we come. Oh yeah, I should actually get ready with an airfield chart because, of course, we can't really see. The charts and the aircraft are not working today, sadly. So let's go charts here. Taxi charts. Perfect, that's what we want. Let's hide. Close that. Okay, so we're landing on 1.5. There we go. So we can probably exit left, and then that takes us directly to the terminal. So that looks good. Oh, actually, let's adjust the descent speed here. Let's have a speed limit of 240, just so that we don't end up busting the real world limit. Perfect. Okie dokie. Now we're going to make our turn on to final soon. I feel like we're a little bit high. I'm going to take manual control here. Vertical speed, and let's set it 2000. Let's bump the altitude down to, let's say 1500 for now. Let's come all the way down. I feel like somehow we've ended up above the profile, so let's get this altitude bled off nice and quick. Okay, I think we can lose the radar now. And yeah, actually for landing, yeah, we're going to be low enough the radar's not going to be a factor anymore. Let's go bring up the weather radar, and let's stand by, power it off completely, come back to the map, full screen that. Cool, that's what we're going to have. Okay, let's get ready with the approach checklist now. So approach briefing is complete. We're going to land visually on runway 15, and we're going to exit left and taxi direct to the terminal. Seats are upright, ice protection as required. We currently have engine ice protection. I'm going to leave it on for now. Lights as required. I'll turn on the landing light once we're actually established. Flaps to 50%. Okay, we're not doing that yet. Let's put that to one side for now. Yeah, we're still quite high. Although we're coming back into profile now, but I want to be lower than this so I can see what I'm doing. This cloud is kind of brutal for a visual approach today. And of course the sun is just starting to go down as well, so that's helpful. Okay, got the map nice and zoomed in now. And actually, I'd like to lose speed even quicker. In actual fact, let's go to 2,200 feet per minute. Oh, we're getting a wee bit of turbulence. Passing 10,000, landing light comes on. Why is it leveling out here? It's went back into VNAV mode automatically. Oh, okay, so actually it captured VNAV. Okay, I'm not entirely sure if I want it to do that, but let's stick with it. Let's see what it does. Let's see what it does. I'm also not entirely sure about this speed. I kind of feel like I might want to manually set it, but anyway, we'll continue for now. I'll wait until I get to the final approach fix. I've not done this kind of approach before, so I'm kind of unsure, because we have like a synthetic glide slope that it's providing us with, but of course we have no actual ILS. We don't have any proper guidance here for this type of an approach, and we have to do it by eye, which kind of means I need to get underneath this cloud so I can see where I'm going. But we still have some time. So, what's our distance here? We're about 20 miles out from the final fix. Okay, I'll make my call. Sumburgh traffic, Golf Lima Alpha Tango Oscar, passing through 7000 QNH 9er, flying approach for runway 15, 20 miles. Down we come. I'm also wondering when the FMS is going to command it to slow down. I don't really know. I would need to take manual control of that. Ah, okay. Terminal area. It considers that to be 3,000 above ground level. I'm actually going to set 180. I don't really want to be going that fast. And let's say 180 at 5,000 in this case. I'd rather get it a little bit under control. Let's do that. You have so much control over this thing. It's fantastic. So, it's going to command a slowdown any moment now. Adjust the altitude to 1000. Let's do that. And we're exactly on profile. Okay, landing gear limit is 210 knots. We'll drop the gear as we pass through that. Flaps limit. First limit's at 180, no 190, and then we can go full at 150. I'm going to leave the flight management system managing the speed because I think it should actually keep us on a pretty good profile. But yeah, this visibility is not amazing. I guess to be expected in the Northern Isles. This is just the way when you're in Scotland. Oh, nice. It does the flashy landing lights there. That's cool. Oh, there we go. We've got our new speed of 180. Speed's coming down. I'll drop the gear as we pass 200 knots. So the autopilot should pretty much put us on altitude and facing down the runway. At that stage I'll take manual control. Okay, speed checked, gear down. Speed checked, flaps 50%. Okay, at this point we'll run the last part of the checklist. So flaps are set 50%, airspeed we're aiming for 140 for a normal approach. Complete. Before landing, gear is down, flaps as required, cabin pressure is looking normal, windshield IPS is off, confirmed. The autopilot will come off when the time comes. Oh, actually we're going right down to final approach speed now. That's fair enough. I'll turn that off in just a moment. Airspeed's okay, brake pressure's good. Landing. Okay, we'll do the landing checklist in just a moment. Visibility is not amazing. Okay. Yeah, airfield should just be off to the right here, but I don't have the airfield in sight. Let's see how we get on. Oh, actually, flaps went all the way down. I didn't mean to do that. The flaps went all the way down to 100%. Okay, that's checked. That's checked. That's checked. And I will lose the checklist at this stage. Down we come. There we have cliffs to our front, and we've got some terrain on the right. Let's bring this all the way down so we've got some good visibility. Okay, so we're expecting the airfield there. Okay, I can see it on the PFD. I cannot see it in real life. Okay, hands on the controls. We're on profile. I'm going to disengage autopilot. Okay, my disengage push button's not working. Let's do that one.
Vertical track. Vertical track.
Okay. Oh, yep, there we go. Airfield's in sight.
Vertical track.
Airfield is in sight. Okay, we've got a bit of a crosswind. I need a little bit of pitch trim. There we go. Yeah, I've got the pappies in sight.
Vertical track.
We have got a bit of turbulence here. Okay, I'm on the synthetic glide slope now. Okay, I've got too much red on my pappies. Yeah, definitely touchdown points in sight now. We're coming in quite shallow, but that's okay. Oof, visibility is really atrocious. Okay, I think we've got 2 white, 2 red now. Gonna start coming down. That looks like quite a short runway. $500.
Minimums.
Continuing. Oof, okay, yeah, it's bumpy. It is bumpy. Oof. Yeah, we're all over the ship. Oh, wow, okay. There's actually some really nasty crosswinds. They're just grabbing the aircraft there from time to time. Okay, we're high. Down we come. Oof. Okay, that's probably just about one of my best landings. On the brakes. And we made it. Nice arrival at Sumburgh. Off we come. Oops. That's not what I meant to press. I want to bring the flaps up. Okay, so let's have our checklist. After landing, brakes as required. And no go-arounds today. Everything went well. Very nice. Quite happy with that. Let's find ourselves a parking space over here. Any landing you can walk away from. No, that was way better than any landing you can walk away from. That was actually, I just kissed the runway there. That was perfect. Absolutely perfect. I like these reflections in the canopy. In this kind of lighting. That looks really good. Yeah, I was very happy with that one. Okay, anti-ice can come off now. I'm just going to park it here. This looks like a free parking space. Landing light off. Pop it here and on the brakes. Cancel the caution and checklist. Okay, so there was no go around. We have after landing. Flaps are up. IPS systems are off. Probe heat off. External lights as required. Turn off the strobes at this time. Thrust lever is idle, IPS is off, bleed comes off, oxygen master comes off, lights are off, gens 1 and 2 are off, engine goes to off, and then we hit the stop button. Okay, N2 below 24%, caps pin goes back in. Emergency exit pin goes back in. Batteries 1 and 2 go off. And the system is shut down. Alrighty. Okay, passengers, off we go. Welcome to Sumburgh. And, yeah, we had a nice day for it too. Look at that. Fantastic. So, that was a complete flight from Edinburgh to Sumburgh. I hope you all enjoyed that, people of YouTube. It's a lovely day for it. Fly safe. And I'll see you all next time. Ta-ta.